Hello, welcome to our channel. So this video will tell you about listening tips for OET test. Listening is another important module in OET as it can give you the best grade if you do it rightly. So listening comes with three parts: part A, part B and part C. Part A comprises of question number 1 to 24. Part B comprises from question number 25 to 30 and C part is having questions 31 to 42. So, to answer these 42 questions, you have 40 minutes in total, where it includes listening and writing your answers as well. That means students should be quick enough to do multitasking, listening and writing the answer together. So, do not worry, you will definitely have some time for reading the questions as well before they start the real test for each part. In part A, you'll get two extracts where one extract will have 12 questions and second extract will have rest 12 questions. So you'll get 30 seconds time to read that 12 questions in each extract. Moving towards part B, you'll have 6 questions from 6 short recordings where you get 15 seconds to read the question before each record plays. So here the most important thing is to read the instruction and question very carefully before attempting. Talking about part C, you'll get 2 recordings, each plays for 5 minutes, where you need to answer 6 multiple choice questions in each recording. These recordings are mostly based on medical journals, researchers, so you should have a keen listening as to what exactly the author's point is said. Do not get into perceptions by reading the questions itself. So these all recordings, it can be from various sources and it can be in British accent as well as any Australian accent. So here I'm going to share some tips with you. Okay, the first thing is keen listening. So everyone would get one time recording to be played for writing the answers. So, listening skills should be improved upon before the test itself. You need to practice more on listening foreign audios or try to follow their shows by understanding their language pronunciations. While practicing, you can listen twice or thrice until you get it. The second thing is multitasking. As we all know that this is a test of reading questions, listening to the speaker and answering and writing them onto the paper simultaneously. All the 3 tasks should be dealt together in a quick move, so better be ready for it beforehand itself. The third one, accurate to the instruction given. Basically, this means that we should stick to the instructions of the questions before we get multiple choice questions, and we need to select an alphabet as an answer in the instruction. So sometimes students suddenly forget and write as a word in the answer. Or what they do is they just tick the option. So even though it would be right, but as per OET exam rules of evaluation, it will be considered as wrong answer. So be incredibly careful with the guidelines or instructions before attempting any question. The fourth one, be familiar with abbreviations and with different medical areas or professions. This is in regards to the medical field abbreviations, which commonly should be known, and by reading other medical journals or researches, you should get acquainted with other medical professions, and that can in turn help you in appearing for OET listening and reading modules. So get familiar to these before giving the real exam itself. The last one, excessive information and change over answers. Now, in OET, you need to be ready for odds all the time. I think in any exam, you should be ready for odds all the time. That means always extra information should be known to you before you answer to confuse you on it. That means that extra information will be given before or after your answers to confuse you on it, which means you must listen a little while and understand according to the question given before jumping to the right answer. So these all are 5 tips which I wanted to discuss with you. And here I want to give you a very important note that please have complete concentration for 40 minutes along with patience. Do not stop at any missing question. Continue attempting the next one. Be confident while doing the test. That can bring gratifying grade for you. So, important tips that you need to keep in mind when taking the OET listening test. Read the questions before the audio is played. It is best that you quickly read over all the questions before the recordings are played. This helps you be ready to listen to keywords or phrases that will help you answer the questions. And also, you'll have some time before each recording is played to glance at the questions. This is a highly recommended strategy that usually works for any listening test. Next is speak up if you can't hear the audio. So there might be a time during the test when you may have some problems in audio playback, or there is some technical issue, or headphones might not work. In that case, you must inform the test center staff to help you. You'll be guided on how to complete the test in case of technical difficulties. It is also advised that you should not try to solve the problem on your own. Instead, inform the authorities because they can make some arrangements for it to be fixed. Third one is you need to follow the interview questions as a guide. So the OET Listening Part C in particular has 2 audio extracts. They will either be in the form of presentation or a monologue with only one speaker, or they'll be in the form of a conversation as an interview with 2 speakers. So if it is an interview, then it will be an advantageous for you, as each time the interviewer asks a question, it should act as a prompt to you as a listener that you need to focus on a new question from the question paper. While practicing mock tests, you will notice that interviewer's question and the questions on the question paper are very similar. So, it acts as a useful guide as to when you should be moving on to the next question. This is an important point as it can help you to navigate the recording and avoid missing answers. Moving further, using signposting language as a guide of monologue. If you get a presentation or a monologue for your Part C audio recording instead of an interview, then you'll need to listen out for signposting language as your guide. Language or words which indicates the beginning of a new idea or the end of an old idea is called the signposting. I repeat it, that language or words which indicates the beginning of a new idea or the end of an old idea is called signposting language. It is used to organize longer sentences of speech by using sequencing adverbs such as first, second, lastly, many more, or by using discourse markers such as now and so, just to indicate a change of topic or the development of an idea. Now, last but not the least, practice and become familiar with the format. Practice makes a man perfect. And so you need to listen to different audio recordings available like on internet, or you have your resources, or you are taking some training from a trainer. Just practice those things. This will not only help you become familiar with the accents of native speakers, but also with the format of the section. Another important thing that you learn is to answer the question within the time limit. So you need to speed up also, manage the time, and also improve your listening and writing skills simultaneously. So this all were the tips which I wanted to discuss with you, and I hope that you'll follow these tips and guidance from my side. Just practice thoroughly and you'll be perfect. So good luck for your practice and good luck for your exam. Stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you for watching this video.